Hi and welcome back to my playthrough of Twilight Inscription, playing the solo mode. I just returned from Essen, so I really do hope you watched my little press room walkthrough. If not, definitely go check it out. But yeah, today I'm going to continue and maybe even finish my playthrough of Twilight Inscription, because up next might be Starship Captain, which is one of the loot games I got from this year's Essen. Before I get started, huge shout out to all of my patrons and channel members, so let's get that out of the way. You guys are truly amazing. Really do appreciate all your support. And second, I have to confess a little rule scoofs I made, but I believe I was able to fix that. And of course, yes, when you are deploying units, you either have to deploy them adjacent to existing units or pretty much above the deployment line. And I think I started all the way on the top here when I did my deployment. Ultimately, I was still able to win this war. I got basically those 2 victory points here, so I think no harm was done here. The only thing I did miss by doing this is getting pretty much my foothold into the next conflict to come. So, but again, anything else now I have to put adjacent or on top of this deployment line. So thanks so much for making me aware, or rather reminding me. I did know that, but I completely forgot. Let's reveal our next card, and it's another strategy card, Toward a New Home, with 3 material. Where do I want to spend this? So maybe let's quickly check out our objectives here. The core cracker. And by the way, I believe, and I think I left a comment here, I figured out what the mercantilist is. In this case, we really have to claim the 2 symbols here respectively. So I think overall that's not too bad. So at least we are making our move here, and it's only a 7-pointer. The core cracker, on the other hand, could give us 9 points if we are first, that is, and even 5 points when we are doing this last. So I guess let's go to the expansion board and let's use those 3 symbols, those 3 material. Maybe yeah, let's do that. Maybe moving closer towards this one here. Keep in mind, we still have a hell of a lot of resources or special symbols spread out on our various game boards here. So for example, we have the specialty here. We can even cross out a new symbol, and because we are right now on this sheet, I think we are spending this right now. And let's unlock this one here. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. And I also see that we may want to go for this specialty icon, which allows us to cross out the neural motivator here, or unlock it. Per active, on each unlocked planet, cross out 1 material or 1 influence or column that has a people asset, I believe, or a speaker asset. So that's nice. But before we move on, let's roll the dice. And we still have an unlocked die somewhere here. If we could unlock it, and maybe we should do that rather sooner than later. But let's see about that. So let's resolve the focus dice for the AI first. So let's see, we have the 2 double material, which is this one here. So we have taken care of this. He's moving to Mecha Tourette's, but we went there first, so it doesn't really matter. So we have won that race at least. And this one here, oh wow, gives him 1 more vote for the next vote. So he's already at 3 extra votes plus an extra die, a potential one. Okay, that's frightening. Then we can check if we want to stay here or want to move to the warfare. I think we want to stay here because the symbols are really working for us. We can use our neural motivator because it says on each unlocked planet, cross out 1 in a row or column that has 1 people asset on each unlocked planet. And right now, oh, we could go for this one. This would unlock this on each planet. Oh, that's so cool. So we are totally going for this one. This will unlock this speaker here. I have to really do that. I think before we forget, let's do that right away. But unfortunately, I was incorrect. These are not speakers. This is population, but I take it. That's a simple victory point for the end of the game. Nice. And we still have another unlocked planet where we can do the same thing. So we have column and a row. I think we only get 1 symbol. So let's maybe cross out this one here for now. That was only our neural motivator. We can still use our dice, of course. These are not bad dice. And here I'm really thinking of unlocking that extra red die. So first of all, let's cross out, does it help us? Let's do this and this from these two dice, and we have one influence, and I think we want to do the influence here, which gives us this specialty icon, which is something we can basically use any point in time. Do we need to do that now? We could, in fact, use it here. Cross out one unclaimed asset on an unlocked planet to cross out two resource icons there. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's something I want to do right now. Maybe, yeah, let's leave this specialty symbol here. Again, we can now decide if we want to spend that asset here to unlock that die. Again, we can spend that asset or resource from any sheet, but the die we are unlocking then would only count for the appropriate sheet we are on right now, which would be the expansion board. Do we need 2 more material on this sheet here? Yeah, it would give us 1 more victory point here and would really help us getting to these 3 planets. I mean, these are 9 points or 5 points. I think this is not nothing. Yeah, let's do that. So I will spend that resource so we are able to use that red die from now on. So I think, yeah, we have to mark it down here so we are not forgetting this. And yeah, most obviously we are using it on this one, which would immediately, I think we have to cross it out right away, 1 more population. So 1 more victory point toward the end of the game. Nice, but I think that's basically it already, and I do like how quick this game is moving. Everything that feels somewhat slow is totally on me explaining, thinking out loud. I really hope I can speed things up as of basically the next couple of rounds or so. But yeah, I'm still learning, you are learning with me, so yeah, let's keep the pace somewhat slow and then hopefully increase it later on. Let's keep moving, and that's the production event. It had to happen exactly. We are now moving into stage or era 3 of the game. Redefine trade rounds. Claim 1, what is it, trade good on industry for each unlocked +1 production icon in your industry chart. So let's quickly do that. Shouldn't really take us long because we only have produced 1 thing in here. We can use those basically as a wildcard resource, those trade goods, so that's definitely nice, and I think each 2 of those will score 1 point at the end of the game. Here I'm not 100% sure if these also give me the victory point if I use those things, so if I spend those. The rules say claim, so I guess when I spend them I will not be able to also score them. I guess at least. But that's a relatively quick one because this is nothing that the iPlayer is doing. So we can basically move on to the next one, and that's another strategy event, which is important. Maximum yield, 3 more material. What sheet to go for? I believe I want to keep exploring for now, right? So we have 3. 3 is really a lot. So let's do that. 1. Then I guess we are moving closer towards this one up here. We are not able to use our gravity drive, but I think it's still okay. 2 and 3. 2 more explores and we will make it to that other gate, but we also need some more actual claims, so influence, in order to maybe really gain some serious victory points here, or more resource plan. We definitely need 1 more to go for sure in order to complete the core cracker objective, which needs 3 of those resource planets, or 3 planets that is. Let's roll those dice and see what we get. So again, we will start with the AI. So that's another, oh, he's moving towards the warfare 1. That's the one. We've done this, more influence. Oh wow, that's crazy. 4 votes. I will most certainly lose the next vote. And 1 material, which is, oh, fighting power. It's moving now to 3 already. Ooh, okay, that was a pretty, yeah, prep turn for the eye, it seems. Ooh, do I need to stay, or do I want to stay on the navigation chart here, or do I want to move to the industry again, using my versatile special ability? I was also asked about the other special ability here, the Spec Ops. This is something I really have to unlock first, for example, with this resort or with this asset up there. I have to go there, I have to claim it, and then I can basically spend it right away. I do believe I want to remain here. So we can scrap twice and claim 1. So I guess we are going to scrap this one. So this was this. We are definitely claiming this one, which gives us a vote, or basically a speaker right away. So the next time we are voting, we are getting 2 extra votes here. So that's important. And then we can scrap one more. I don't want to scrap this one here. Let me think. We are going to scrap this one here. Yeah, I think so. There might still be... Is there a chance, actually? I don't think so. I don't think so. But that's okay. Getting that speaker here, that was truly important. Cool stuff. But that's again already the end of the round. Game is moving fast. Game is moving fast. And it's a war event when diplomacy fails. Oh no, we are totally... Yeah, we have 0. We have 0 military power. So let's first increase the deployment line. So as of the next one, we have to go up here. We have 0. The AI is at 3, basically. That's what we need to beat. But again, against 3 or against 0, there is really not a lot we can do. And I believe really messing this down here was a problem. So we are basically getting this. So we are losing 2 points at the end of the game. Again, the AI is our left and our right neighbor. Oof, that was really brutal. But looking at the United Front objective now, mark all 10 nodes in 2 rows. We have already done that in 1. And now for the third one here, we have a freebie basically. So we have a completely available row to us. So there might be a chance that we can get this. That's 9 more points. I highly doubt that we will be able to score all 4 of those objective cards here. Again, that's how I feel. Might be terribly wrong, but I have no clue what I'm doing here. But yeah, that was already the war event, right? Nothing else to do here other than revealing our next card. That's the border defense. Oh, that's a strategy event. And it comes with 2 influence. And 2 influence. Oh, that's so tempting. 2 influence would be our PDS. And we could maybe even unlock our war song. Don't we still have one of these symbols somewhere? And no, it's this one here on the industrial planet. So we could even unlock, or not even, but we could unlock our dreadnought, which would also give us some more points. Oh, that's tempting. So let's totally do that. But on the other hand, let's slow down here a little bit, because the war is basically done now for this age. So we might still have some time to prepare ourselves. So we might really want to go maybe with 2 claims. We could do really great stuff up here, and this would give us +1 attack to our leftmost neighbor, basically until the end of the game. Oh, so many choices here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So we're using 1 influence to claim this one here. So we basically claim it right away. So we have a +1 to our leftmost neighbor. Where do I write this down, actually? I think I simply have to remember that. I don't know. We still have 1 more influence. Do we want to claim simply 2 points? Seems a bit lame. Or do we want to claim another planet? Because that's really one of the goals I wanted to go for. So yeah, let's do that. So we are claiming another planet up here. Yeah, so we can spend it later on when we are moving back to the expansion board. Okay, those were the resources or assets from the card. Now let's roll those dice. Anything else I missed? No, I don't think so, actually. And yeah, again, we are dealing... Oh, I think this is bad. Yeah, things are getting very ugly. So we are doing this, which means he just claimed the warfare objective. Ah, that's so bad. That's the one we definitely wanted to get. But this is basically gone, so we can no longer gain 9 points from this card. We will score 5 points again, which is not nothing, but I wanted the 9. We are still not done yet. Oh yeah, he's prepping for the next war, already moving to a 4. Are you kidding me? And he is now at 5 base votes here on this one. Oh, that's so terrible. Yeah, he's prepping like crazy, but he's not really caring about a lot of those other objectives or so. He's simply here to annoy me. Oh boy. I do think we are going to stay here because I believe with those dice we should be able to claim our objective. Might be again a little bit short-sighted, but I want to do that. So we have 2 material, which allows us to move 1, 2 spaces further. We are spending our influence here to spend this one. So at least we have some base attacks now against our neighbor. But because we have claimed Mechathorax in both of these, let's call it, I think, neighbor asset systems, we were able to score our first objective, the Mercantilist. Because we were first, we are getting 7 points for that. Not too shabby for sure, but that's again already the end of the round. Things are really moving way too fast for my taste. So let's reveal the next card, and it's, of course, it had to be the council event, Partisan Maneuvering. Claim 1 vote on industry for each unlocked speaker icon in your industry chart, then flip and vote on the stage 3 agenda. Let's get the votes first. As you may remember, we have gotten ourselves another speaker, which says we are getting 2 more votes in total, so not too shabby. The problem now is the AI is beating us on this anyway. So he has a 5 and there's nothing we can do to basically stop him. So whatever ill effect there might be, we will face it now. So let's draw the topmost card. We will also get the speaker card. So the positive effect says on industry, each player may scrap any 2 spaces or claim any 1 space. The spaces must contain a commodity. Nice, definitely nice. I totally take that. The thing is, we will not vote it. So we will have to continue to draw cards until we draw a card that doesn't have a star on it. And this is basically this one here. So let's tuck it down under. And this one says, on a fail effect, on navigation, each player crosses out 4 unclaimed systems that contain an asset. Those systems can be explored, but cannot be claimed. And honestly, that's not bad. I think I can live with that. So I'm not spending or casting any votes here, so we will prep for the next round to come. So we will simply suffer that effect because I believe we may be more or less done on navigation, other than maybe, yeah, that's the thing, we may still want to score some points. I mean, we already have 7 points here, so maybe this would be our thing, what we need to do ultimately. So yeah, again, we have to cross out 4 of those, right? So let me check that once again. On navigation, each player crosses out 4 unclaimed systems that contain an asset. Those systems can be explored but cannot be. Okay, that's really not bad. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do not really care. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. Okay, let's. That was a little bit. Should we go for really the same symbols? That's what I'm thinking right now. We have one of those resources still here. I think. Let's not do this one just yet. I think these 3 are okay. Are they? Oh, I think this is also bad. Let's not do this either. So 2 is okay. And then I guess we are going for this one and maybe this one here, right? Yeah, let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we really should have chosen resources far out, but I still think it's not the end of the world. That wasn't terrible. Okie dokie, let's reveal our next card, Technological Frontier, another strategy card with, I would think this is science or so, right? So I believe I do not want to lose another war. We have now +1 on both sides due to our navigation board, so that's cool. And I think with this one, we may want to unlock the Dreadnought, and we can do that by spending this asset here. So we can start using our Dreadnought or building our Dreadnought here. So we're using our Sign Seeth symbol here to build our first, or with 2 of those would be nice, to go for this one here. So 2 more and we can bring out a Dreadnought, which is somewhat more powerful version of the PDS, in fact. Cool stuff. Let's roll some dice. And I really enjoy this game, a big deal. Okay, oh, it's the same thing. He keeps rolling those. Oh, I think that might be bad. Again, actually. So, yeah, he's preparing for war. He's moving to a 5. Oh, that's so insane. He's getting more votes again. Also not great. And yeah, in this case, he already finished this track, so we are now transforming this into this symbol here. So he will definitely move towards the expansion objective here rather sooner than later. I do believe I want to remain on this board here. For now, we have our transit diodes. We can deploy to infantry. It must be adjacent to another unit and can be deployed below. Oh, didn't read that. And it can be deployed below the deployment line. This can be so cool to whatever claim extra resources here or for our united front ability. Oh, I didn't really read that. But okay, it's not the end of the world. Ah, that's influence. Oh, wow, we didn't get this. Are you kidding me? So in this case, yeah, we will totally go for another PDS for sure, right? And yeah, we will have to put this now on top of our deployment line. And again, the idea is to, should we spread things out a little bit? I think we do. So this is a PDS, 1, 2, and 3. So we have now basically 4 strength on this side and 2 strength. Again, we are getting the bonus from our navigation chart. And then we still have, this one here, which we could prepare another dreadnought, or we can go for another infantry. But first of all, we will definitely also go for the 2 infantry we are getting from our transit diodes, right? We are now on the active sheet and we haven't used our versatile ability. So what are we going? This could be another infantry, or we could go for another dreadnought and really go crazy on those dreadnoughts. I could start unlocking the fleet logistics here. During each war, add 3 strengths if there are at least 2 non-infantry units deployed entirely within that war's section. Ah, that's an okay one. But yeah, let's go for another dreadnought, and this could give us 2 more points or 4 more points if we are building them both. Yeah, let's keep it like this. Next round, we are still, that's the production one, of course, I knew that. Bustling economics, claim 1 trade good on industry for each unlocked +1 icon in your industry chart, which still is unfortunately only 1, but this could be 2 extra victory points. On the other hand, I can spend those trade goods as 1 resource of any type, influence, material or science on the active sheet. So, if I really get somewhere with that, maybe something to consider. And the main problem now really is that we are moving into the next stage of the game, and it's a strategy card. Okay, and it's another one of those. Again, if you know the game, you know what symbols are showing at which point in time of the game, because again, the game is staged and there is all the cards are in there. So there are no event cards which are left out of the game. So they will all come up sooner or later. So again, if you know these cards a little bit better, then you know what you have to prep for. So what are we going to do with that? I believe I have to go to expansion now, because I can then jump to my... then I cannot use my proactive ability. But we still have the neural motivator, right? So that's not bad. So yeah, let's stay here. We are using this symbol basically on this one. Then again, with our neural, I think we can roll first, right? Because again, it's still the active sheet, but no need now to do that right away. Let's roll those dice first, and it will be ugly anyway, right? I mean, he's simply marching through his sheet like there's no tomorrow, and a slightly different result, but I'm afraid it's not great either. I mean, we already know what this one is, so he's simply moving towards this objective. This is the industry one, which I think is okay, and that's another war one. We will lose the next war. He's now already at 7. How should we do that when he keeps on rolling those suckers here? I hate it. If we remain on this planet here, we can also use this die, right? We have unlocked this down here. The question is, do we want to? I mean, I think we can really do a lot. If we keep it active, we can use our neural motivator, which would basically give us this, another vote. So I guess let's gamble here a little bit. So yes, we are staying here. We are using our neural motivator. So we are unlocking this one here. This gives us another victory point here on the population. Cool. And we are also getting another speaker. Now this might become really important, as there might be a chance we are winning our next election. We have 4 more votes available plus 3, so we have 7 votes for the next council event. So that's definitely something to bank on. We still haven't used our dice though, so let's see what we have. And we can still claim planets, by the way. we can gain another population from this. And again, the idea is now really to, yeah, we want to get 3 of those planets, but we can also claim this specialty resource. That's maybe the better thing, right? Because this could give us a cruiser. Oh yeah, absolutely. So we are using this and this basically for that. Cool. And yeah, we still have our neural motivator. We can do that for each planet actually, on each unlocked planet. Yeah, absolutely. And this shows this symbol here, which means we are unlocking this one here anyway, which is another victory point at the end of the game. Okay, that's really cool. And I think we are actually going to, let's see, I think we can zoom or pan out a little bit here to claim this planet. Maybe to, oh, would we go for this one or would we go for this one or this one? This would really help us. No, let's claim this one here. And again, we are using our neural motivator. It works on every one of those. So I guess the idea is to go for, yeah, let's go for this one here. Whoop, whoop. And yeah, we are on that sheet, so we can also use that die here, of course. We have unlocked that. Does it help us right away? Not entirely, but we are totally claiming this symbol up here. Really do hope I haven't messed things up at this point in time, but I really do like the progress we have made there, because again, this one up here could be really, really crucial, basically on any of those sheets. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's move to the next event. Yeah, this was already a 4 event. Let's see what this is. It's a council event, and I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, we will totally win the last election. We can spend all those votes now like crazy. So first of all, we are getting 3 more votes. 1, 2, 3, because of these 3 speakers. 1 more speaker would give us 3 more points. So maybe we are still moving that direction, even though we may not need the votes. As for the AI's voting power, that's not so great now, but he will still have 4 votes. And yeah, I think that's really not the problem. He can, I guess the maximum he can do is 6, right? Plus 2, and we have 7 votes. So yeah, we will totally win that. Okay, let's see what we get. That's one without a star, so maybe we can do that right here actually. So let's move those cards away a little bit. And what does it say? On expansion, each player crosses out all unclaimed assets on one planet. They must choose an unlocked planet that has at least 2 unclaimed assets if possible. So that's basically the negative effect, because again, this doesn't have a star. So let's see what we get. Yeah, that's basically the good result that had a star icon next to it. And this one says each player claims 1 trade good on industry for every 3 population assets they have claimed. I have 4. Oof, that's not so great, quite honestly, but of course I will spend all my votes now because I don't want to lose that, right? So that's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't really know if we get something actually from leftover votes. I don't think so actually, but could be terribly wrong. So it doesn't really matter what he's rolling. We are winning that election, which means we can claim 1 trade good on industry for every 3 assets they have claimed. Population assets, that is. That's 3. I'm pretty sure it's rounded down, which means we are getting 1 more trade good here, which again is a half point in the end. If you get 1 more, that's good, because then we would gain 2 points, or we can spend those as wild cards. That's also great. Okay, I guess that's our council event. The limits of diplomacy, and this is already the one piece which I could totally see in respect to potential expansions. Each of those stages comes with 4 of those council cards, agenda cards, which you can vote on. So I think here is really an endless potential on getting more. Okay, let's reveal our next one, the rightful claim. That's another strategy with 2 influence. And 2 influence could be our PDS, and we have this specialty symbol here, which we can also unlock. We have it right somewhere. Where did I see that? Yeah, on the expansion board, exactly. So this could be really, we could win this next war, which would give us an extra die, which would give us this specialty symbol, and we could also claim the United Front, which is now only quote-unquote a 5-pointer, but still not terrible. On the other hand, the to influence could be also those two, which would sign off basically this planet here, and then we have only one more to go, but it's still a stretch, but we have an extra die on this board. If we are not rolling well, if we're getting this resource, this gives us another speaker, which would be another 3-pointer. He has 7 military strength. Right now, at least, he could as well roll another material, and then he would be at 9, and then we would totally lose out. But then again, we also want, I mean, it's still 5 points. So getting the PDS in here would give us one more population. That's another 2 points. We could gain those 2 from the transit diodes. Oh, I think we have to do it. Yeah, I think we have to do that. So we are going for the PDS here. So we are moving to this board, and the PDS will do 1, 2, 3, and this one here, which we can use right away to claim one more population, which is another 2 points. Nice. And this would already offset basically the military loss against the next war if we are losing. So not the end of the world. Okay then, let's roll those dice, and I believe that was okay. He didn't roll the military symbol. Maybe that's okay, but let's see about that. Okay, I think he's basically done here, right? Oh, what? I think he cannot move any further here. I think this symbol is worthless to him. This is not, unfortunately. He will still move towards the expansion. It is really a goal we wanted to claim. And this one here, yeah, he definitely just claimed the navigation. But we have claimed the navigation. I couldn't care less. Awesome. Okay. I think that was okay, and I believe this one is basically gone. There is no symbol which tells us here, for example, to turn this one into another one. I think we are okay. I think we are okay. Nice. The question is, do we want to remain here and try to win this war? We could win. Could we win this war? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the one we are getting again from our expansion. So right now, we would win this side if everything remains as it is. So I think this might be a good time, and now this is so bad. We didn't roll. I think we are going to use one of, I think we are staying here. No, we are staying here for sure. First of all, we are using our transit diodes, right? So we want to cross out this line, which also means we have now 2 complete lines here, which completes the objectives, the United Front, and unfortunately we are only second. So we get 5 points, but not complaining here. Cool. So those were the transit diodes. We haven't used anything else just yet. So what we have 5 on this side. So we need at least 1, 2 more, I believe. We need. I think on a tie we cross them out. Of course he doesn't. Then I'm basically banking on the idea that the next card is the war. But I still think let's go crazy. Let's go for the Dreadnought. So we are spending this die for this one. We are spending one of our trade goods here to transform this into this symbol, which means we have now built our very first Dreadnought, which we may want to put in, I don't know, does it matter too much? No, I think it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, and then I think 2 dots more. 1 and 1. Amazing. So this side is pretty safe. We're getting 1 more population, which will score us 2 more points towards the end of the game. And then we could try to be super safe, actually. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this side is really good. So we could simply go for 2 more infantry on this side. And I think we want to do that. So 1 and 2, which is another victory point at the end of the game. Again, we can use any dice for those infantry. So the next war should be beatable. Awesome. I think let's cross this one out here right away. Wow, things are really getting tense. Let's reveal the next card, and it's the war! Divide and conquer. Awesome. So I believe this paid out. So we are crossing out this, so they are dealing with a strength of 7. Again, we are doing this, the deployment line, and then we are tallying up our score. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus the 1, so that's an 11. So yes, we have definitely claimed this die here, which we can claim on any active sheet. Here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which means we are getting this specialty symbol. Now that's really not bad. Awesome stuff. Nice warp. Okay, this may have sounded a little bit odd. Let's reveal this one, and that's another strategy event, Desperate Measures. Okay, I guess we are doing this here, right? I mean, these are 3 of those, and we can maybe even unlock our core cracker, which he hasn't claimed yet, right? The expansion is still out there. Yes, we can do that. So that's pretty nice. So we are going for 1, 2, and I guess 3, because again we still gain our neural motivator if we are staying here. We haven't unlocked anything just yet, but I still think that this is okay. But of course, let's roll those dice. Again, we can also use the red die. And I don't actually know, but we might be okay here. So this is 1, right? No, if he's rolling this further than he continues, I think again this is good. I still think that this is good. He's not getting any more votes here. Because here it's the other way around. If this is full and he's spilling over, then he will transform this into a vote. So I think this is good. This is clear. Yeah, this gets him this from here. Yeah, right. And this one simply moves him further here, which could give him then more military power. But we can also use this die here on our expansion board. Will we be able to finish something? We could get the speaker. Oh, we have a hell of a lot, and we don't have another planet. Now that's a bummer, unless we are going for a space dock here. This is something we can also do, and we can also unlock the blue die, which we have, or which we gained from the warfare sheet actually. And then we could also gain, if this would have been a double, I would have really considered this, but I think with only a measly 1, let's not do that, right? So let's go with a neural motivator. I think we can no longer use it on this, but I think we have used this. Yeah, this is gone. So what we get it on this planet here, and we can get an influence or a material. So I think in this case, it's very clearly an influence. So let's do this. This gives us another speaker, which doesn't do a whole lot, but it gives us 3 more points at the end of the game. I totally take that at least. But yeah, we are definitely missing out. I mean, we have 4 here. Well, these are 5. We could build a space dock, because this will be a waste. Right? I mean, we want to finish stuff here, right? I mean, that much is clear. So I think we are going for this resource in here. These 2, I don't know, will be this and that, and we could use our trade goods now, because this would give us the core cracker, 9 points. No, it's not. What am I talking about? We still have these 2 here. Okay, no, we are still not done yet. Oh, that's, yeah, we need the influence. Okay, that will be tough actually. It will be tough for sure. But yeah, I think in this case we are simply going for 2 of those. We may be able to unlock our space station. Yeah, these 2 are problematic for sure. I mean, we still have a specialty symbol, which, yeah, we can't really use on this one here. So we got this one there, which would unlock this one here. So in order to move in here, we need this symbol here, and then we can basically pan out here. Again, these are 2 double symbols here. I mean, that's really not bad, actually. I think these are just to scrap out, actually. Ooh, that's also very, very tasty. And we still have the other one, right, which we haven't used yet. I think we have to go to the warfare once more. But okay, let's see about that. Next card, it's the industrials, and then we are already moving into the stage 5. Are you kidding me? I was really not doing great on production, but at least I get this one here, and again, 3 wildcard resources up in the expansion area up here. Might be really cool. Yeah, but here we need 6 more symbols here. We have 3 wildcard from the trade goods. Okay, plus maybe strategy, plus the dice. Okay, there's hope. So let's see, we are revealing our first stage 5. The Merciless Ambition, a strategy card with 2 influence, which we may want to spend up here, right? Ah, no, we are not getting the... we're getting this resource here, which... yeah, could be okay. It could be okay. But 2... oh no, we are gone here. We can no longer use it. Oh, that's embarrassing. Our PDs are gone. Of course, we still have that symbol here, but we may want to use the symbol on the cruiser instead, because this also gives us a victory point, right? I mean, that's what we are going for in this case. So we may want to do that, actually. The thing is, what are we going... yeah, we cannot use the 2 symbols here effectively. The 2 influence could be good on this board, though, because this would give us... that's not... oh, here, this artifact would have been nice. I was not able to show you any of those artifacts just yet. What do we want to... ah, that could be 4 points, right? Yeah, let's go to this one here. Why not? So we are doing this, and we are doing this. Again, that's 4 more points at the end of the game. I totally take that. And maybe we are able to get our artifact after all. Let's see about that. Okay, ooh. That's an interesting roll. So let's see. These are this. Okay, he's going for the expansion. So he's totally taking this away from us. Not really. I mean, we can still score it, but only for measly 5 points. That's a little bit embarrassing. We are not using this, but we are using this. So the next time, so he is definitely increasing his war event. And I'm relatively certain that the last event of the game is a war event, actually. I think it is, at least. Okay, then, yeah, that's that. And we could, just to show you stuff, we could actually use that. I mean, we can explore like crazy, and we can unlock the blue die. If we are remaining here, on the other hand, we can also move down here to get more stuff. So, for example, we could gain this one here, which we could unlock with this. Oh, that's not terrible either. Is it really worth it? I mean, we still have those symbols here, which would give us 4 scrap, or we can basically some influence with this. And I think we also have this one here. So this is all good reasons. Or do I simply want to show you the artifact cards? I think so. Let's do that instead. I'm pretty sure that's totally wrong. We can only explore with those dice here. So that's 1, 2, and I think with 3 we are moving down here. So if we are claiming 2 things, we may claim the 4-pointer here. Then we are spending this and that both on this sheet here. So we now have also a proactive ability, and as we haven't jumped around, we can use it. We were there, right? Yeah, we claimed those 4 pointers, exactly. No, that's fine. So we can now claim up to 2 explored small systems. So I guess we are going for this one here. So we are marking this down on our industry sheet, and one more. And I think in this case we are going for this one here. So that's a small system, which in this instance means we are moving closer to another production node, which may not matter in this instance, just for the laughs. But then we have also claimed this resource, or the dice here, which means we are using that die in order to claim our very first artifact. Hooray! And we get Nano Forge, which gives us 4 points at the end of the game. Now that's really nice. You may play this relic when expansion becomes active. Choose a resource type, one of those, and cross out 2 icons of that type on each unlocked planet. On each unlocked planet. Are you kidding me? The planet heaved and shuddered as it merged with the Nano Forge, sputtering as its atmosphere became breathable for the first time. Okay, I may want to... oh, that's good. I think we can use that, actually. Oh, that's so nice. But that's basically the end of the round, and a throne for the king. Okay, I believe the game is over. Yep. Resolve a war against each neighbor using the final sections, then score your sheets and determine the new ruler of the galaxy. We have basically a 1 on each side, and that's really kind of a bummer, because he also only has a 4. So we were totally able to do that, but unfortunately we will suffer the defeat here. So let's do each sheet, and I think let's simply remain on this sheet for, yeah, it's basically the easiest thing to do. So we have 5 points from our objectives. We have 2 points here, so that's 7 points, I believe, down here. Yeah, we do have some. 8, 9, 10 points from the sheet, right? I think so. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4. It's still 6 points. So this sheet is basically 11 points. Not too shabby. And up here we have 7 points from the objective, plus 4, 6, 8. So that's 15 points on this sheet. I guess it's okay. I don't know. Here we didn't get the objective, unfortunately. And the sheet is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. I believe it's not more, yeah. It's 8 points on this sheet. And this one down here is pretty embarrassing. So we have 3 points plus 1 point here. So that's 4 points. 4 points. So that's really bad. 4, 0, and 4, which in total means we have scored measly 38 points, and ultimately this means I have lost the game, even on the easy difficulty level, lost in the dark years. With 40 we could have considered this, let's say, a somewhat of a win, footnote in galactic history, mostly harmless, ha ha ha. With 60 it would be a fledgling domain, and with 80 we would be a galactic power, and then, yeah, from medium to hard we could move to the ascendant authority or surpass the Lazax. Yeah, but that's basically me playing Twilight Inscription. I think if I would have focused on this one just a little bit more, I might have still scored the 5 more points, or maybe if I would have one more round and prep for the next war, I could have gained 6 more points here, maybe 7 points here, for example. I also didn't really use all of my symbols. For example, I still had this specialty symbol here, which would have given us another point and whatnot. So I think ultimately I was playing this very, very poorly, but I also do think and honestly appreciated that I didn't win this game, even on the easy difficulty level. And I really hope I haven't messed things up too bad in this one here, as I was clearly learning the game. But man, what fun this game actually is. It's by far not as complicated as Hadrian's Wall and complex. It plays very, very straightforward. It comes with very, very crunchy decision. I do see that they have taken care of my major complaint that's coming from roll and flip and write games, and that's the lack of player interaction. Here we have those council events, or basically here the speaker. We have the wars. I don't really know what all those relics or artifacts actually do. So I really enjoyed the heck out of this game here, no matter the outcome. And I really hope that it also showed you a little bit of what this game had to offer. Again, the only thing I really kind of missed was my spec ops ability here, but that would have been another basically crossed out symbol or material asset on any one of those planets. Not the end of the world. But yeah, again, a ton of fun for me to play, and hopefully some fun for you to watch. Okay, I think again, with that being said, another huge shout out to all of my patrons and channel members out there. So if you want to support my little show here, you can find a link to my Patreon. You can join me directly here on YouTube. You can click on that little thanks button, basically leaving something behind the tip jar. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, that also greatly helps. And yeah, with that being said, hope to see you soon in one of my other videos, and until then, bye bye.